1967, a year of seismic shifts in the UK. From Foynovan's impossible Grand National win to Sgt. Pepper's revolutionary sound, change was everywhere. Witness the ATM's birth, the Harriers' debut, and the Beatles' global All You Need Is Love broadcast. Explore iconic films, defining fashion, and landmark laws. News events. March 1967 started with an ecological disaster. The Tory Canyon oil tanker struck rocks off Cornwall, spilling 120,000 tons of oil, the world's first major ecological crisis. In May, Prime Minister Harold Wilson sought to strengthen Britain's global role by applying to join the European Economic Community. But the French president's rejection stalled UK-EC relations for years. July brought a historic leap for equality. The Sexual Offences Act decriminalised homosexuality in England and Wales. October marked another legal milestone. The Abortion Act, spearheaded by MP David Steel, legalised terminations under strict conditions. In November, the nation exhaled as Moore's murderers Ian Brady and Myra Hindley received life sentences for their horrific murders of 5 children. The music scene. The Beatles kicked off the year with Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane, a double A-side that blurred reality and fantasy. In May, Procol Harum's Haunting, A Whiter Shade of Pale, dominated the charts. Mixing Bach-inspired organ riffs with poetic mystique, it became the soundtrack to Britain's Summer of Love. June 1st, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band exploded into shops. This kaleidoscopic masterpiece redefined albums forever. Meanwhile, The Who stormed the Monterey Pop Festival. Their explosive set, ending with a smashed guitar. Release Me by Engelbert Humperdinck was the year's best-selling single and ranked as the 8th biggest seller of the 1960s. The Monkees had 4 top 10 singles, with I'm a Believer spending 4 weeks at number 1. Sport. In March, British boxing legend Henry Cooper defeated Germany's Karl Mildenberger to claim the European heavyweight title. On April the 8th, the Grand National produced one of racing's greatest upsets. Foynovan, a 100-to-1 outsider, dodged a 23rd fence pile-up to gallop to victory. On the 20th of May, Wembley hosted its first All-London FA Cup final of the century. Tottenham Hotspur beat Chelsea 2-1, with Jimmy Robertson and Frank Saul sealing Spurs' glory. The first division champion, now the Premier League, was Manchester United. This was their 7th First Division title and the 5th under manager Matt Busby. On May 25, Celtic made history in Lisbon, becoming the first British club to lift the European Cup, with Glasgow defeating Inter Milan 2-1. Cinema. British films of 1967 included John Schlesinger's Far From the Madding Crowd, while the James Bond franchise continued with You Only Live Twice. The most popular film in the UK was The Graduate. Benjamin Braddock, Dustin Hoffman, a college graduate who has an affair with Mrs. Robinson, and Bancroft, his father's business partner, but falls in love with her daughter Elaine, Catherine Ross. A notable British film was To Sir with Love. Mark Thackeray, Sidney Poitier, takes a temporary teaching job at a rough London school while seeking engineering work. The film is also remembered for Lulu's hit song To Sir with Love. The BAFTAs were dominated by A Man for All Seasons, an historical drama about Sir Thomas More's moral stand against Henry VIII. Awards included Best Film, Most Outstanding British Film, and Best British Actor. British Oscar-winning films of the year were Far From the Madding Crowd, Best Original Score, and Best Costume Design. Blow Up, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, and Ulysses, Best Adapted Screenplay. New technology. On June 27, history was made at Barclays Bank in Enfield when it launched the world's first ATM. Later that month, the UK launched the SIN-4, the world's largest hovercraft. Built on the Isle of Wight, and weighing 165 tons, it was designed to take passengers across the English Channel at 80 miles per hour. August saw the Hawker Siddeley Harrier's maiden flight, a vertical takeoff jet. This British engineering marvel became a military icon. In October, the breathalyzer became legal under the Road Safety Act. It curbed drunk driving, saving countless lives. October also saw early breakthroughs in computer vision with the electronic retina system for optical character recognition. In December, Dr. Christiaan Barnard performed the first successful human heart transplant. Radio and TV. On June 25, the BBC made history with Our World, the first live global TV broadcast. Included was the Beatles' debut of All You Need Is Love, beaming British culture to 400 million viewers. On July 1st, BBC Two broadcast the first colour programme in the UK, which was the Wimbledon Championships, and was also the first colour transmission in Europe. Pirate stations like Radio Caroline and Radio London ruled the waves, playing rock and roll, but on August 14th, the Marine Offences Act outlawed them. The BBC fought back. On September 30th, Radio 1 hit the airwaves, poaching pirate DJs like Tony Blackburn. However, critics called it safe and stiff compared to its outlaw rivals. Fashion. January kicked off with Mary Quant's miniskirt dominating wardrobes. Daring hemline soared, symbolizing freedom, and everyone was rocking the look. By spring, Barbara Hulanicki's Bieber store became a pilgrimage site. It wasn't just fashion, it was a lifestyle for the cool kids. June saw Twiggy, the face of 67, grace every magazine. Her pixie cut, graphic eyeliner, and androgynous mod dresses redefined beauty. As hippie mania hit, UK designers embraced psychedelic prints. Ossie Clark's flowing caftans and kaleidoscopic shifts turned streets into rainbows. Winter got futuristic with PVC, metallics, and go-go boots. Designers like Andre Courageous inspired Brits to dress like they'd moonwalked straight into 2001. Thank you for watching our video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Coming soon is our companion presentation, 1967 USA, so why not subscribe and you will know when it is released. Goodbye to all of you for now, and see you all soon.